Your little slice of hell
Here's the
isn't going to
test.
start growing until you build a gate, Your Eminence.
Yeah, neither will heaven, boss.
Alright. I don't know too much on how to win the game. I just know kind of what you gotta do. Your trial and error and, you know, being told to by my helpful companions. Around here looks good. The entire aesthetic design of this game is really great. It looks beautiful, it sounds beautiful. The game is alright. But it's just a very cool looking and sounding game. He's here. I don't remember if these give good or bad vibes. That's really important. Which one is it? This one? Yeah. Graphic, capacity, vibes. Give anything there. Okay. So there's supposed to be an order these guys go through. Like, they rotate between all of these based on, you know, their mortal sins or pleasures or whatever. I don't know the order. Let's see. Branch it off. One. Oh, who put that rock there? How do I break it? There should be a bulldozer. Where's the bulldozer? Can I really not see it? Is it this? Yeah, okay, it's not the bulldozer. That's a SimCity thing. It's a lightning bolt. Ah! Who put that rock there? Three, 4, 6. This will just have to be 5. That's gonna bug me, but I'll try to pretend it doesn't exist. I get heaven all nice and tidy. Alright, missing blue. Whoops. Here go all my pennies. One more. There we go. Oh, 2 more. I lied. Let me get my siphons. Oh. And I want... branch that off. I don't understand the purpose of... Hold on. Let me build it first. I'll get to it eventually. There we go. I don't understand the purpose of building this thing really far away and having like a really long train system. I mean, away from here. I understand that, but I don't understand like why would I build something like right over here and just build like a very long train station? I don't really get it. Just from like keeping it away from structures, I guess. This feels like, you know, just pop one down right here. other ones I want to put? Yeah, let's put it right here. Choo choo. Let me start eating a bit. Need to get my blood glucose level up, I guess. So one of the things I really like about this, that I didn't know about until much later, is that unlike Heaven, which likes orderly, clean roads, Hell likes an absolute bureaucratic nightmare of roads that don't make sense and just take forever to get anywhere, because hell, why would you ever want any kind of straight road that works, does anything for you? Let me just build like an awful looking maze of the stuff that goes nowhere and leaves every other place. Zat, would you like some kind of map? Let me finish off this ice cream while I put down some zones. Okay. Put the lust all the way over there. I understand most of what the colors are for sins and virtues. Yeah, virtues. So, just from a lot of experience playing this game as a kid and as a not so kid. I also want some of this, right? Am I missing anything? I don't think so. Oh yeah, let me get some of these done, hell. They make your rewards and punishments better, but I don't understand the formula. Like, how many I should be having and, you know, at what time in the game. There they are. Alright. I got the gates, I got everything. What do you got to say?
The souls are leaving your afterlife because they can't find their expected fate structures.
They're not here yet.
Jasper's right, boss. You'd better look at the graph view, find out what kinds of fate structures you need, and get zoning.
Alright. Mortal plotting. Let's see them roll in. And now that souls are rolling in, the punishments and rewards are being built. Also, let's let them learn something. And let's make them less. So, I don't think many of these things do stuff. What it is you can adjust the influence of certain behaviors of your people on the mortal plane to be leaning more towards, say, a virtue or a sin. I believe if you make them more lustful, population goes up. And that's good, because the more people there are, the more they die. And the more souls you get, which means the more money and so forth. Same with war. If wrath goes up, sounds weird. If they're more wrathful, there's more war and more people die. But I want more population. The ballet performer. I don't know what any of the others do, if they do anything at all. Oh yeah, this is all the religion stuff. This is... It looks more complex than it is, and... Actually, that's pretty complex. My bad. Yeah, see, sin goes... up. There. It's going down, but it's going up. People are more sinful in terms of lust. Ooh. Whoa! I really like this reward. Happily ever after. The simplest of heaven's rewards starts where every book leaves off, revealing what happens after, and they all lived happily ever after. How pleasant. This is humble pie. Yep. In heaven, humble pie tastes good. So that's where that's one of the humble rewards. Get humble pie. Anything else? Roads.
Congratulations, your pan-dimensionalness. Hell's roads are disgustingly efficient.
They
briskly
are?
transporting the damned from one punishment to another with a minimum of fuss.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought you said...
Wait for it? Unfortunately, an efficient road system is the last thing you want in hell, and will only serve to suppress the evolution of your punishments. If you ever want to see a highly evolved hell, you had better start snarling your traffic toot sweet.
I've never heard of the phrase toot sweet.
I'm afraid that the fate structures in both hell and heaven have gone
Oh,
seriously...
I know what that is.
How shall we put it?
Wackading hoy?
Close enough. The sad truth is your reward and punishment
There it
structures
is.
are so far out of alignment that I fear you'll have to use the macro manager
Auto
to get them
balance?
running at peak efficiency again.
That's all pennies. There we go. Consider it balanced. How's
There's a
diversity?
cheap way to get heaven's rewards to evolve, you know. It's spelled D-I-V-E-R-S-I-T-Y. Diversity.
Oh, thank you.
The blessed souls of heaven just love mingling with different kinds of souls.
I don't know what that's supposed to translate. I think it means kind of like put rewards together, or in a way that they kind of go around. Utopias.
Okay. Here's the deal. We angels just love our utopia cities, but they're getting too crowded. Could you, like, maybe
I not
build
build
us
one?
a new one or upgrade an old one? What do you think, Jasper?
I think you've gravely mistaken me for someone who gives two hoots in hell. See? I can barely get out one hoot.
Wow, Jasper, that's a hell of a burn. A hell of a burn. Alright. Roads and diversity. I don't know what to do about diversity, and I thought my roads were looking pretty awful. What if I just fucked them up a bit? Right? That looks pretty awful. Now let me... Yeah. This one all the way back here. All the way back here. Then nuke this connector. And then, you know, because hell really sucks, make this one go all the way around here. Alright, Jasper. Dang, these roads are still too good. What? Am I just naturally good at making roads somehow? Even when I'm trying to make them awful? Alright, let me put this other topia, like, right over here. So let me look up closer. What is that eye thing? Tooth or dare? Dentists, dentists, dentists. Yeah, that's hell alright. Especially when you have to, like, wait to go to see the dentist, and then you get to the office, and you gotta wait again. They see you, they talk a little bit, and then you gotta wait again. Dentists are the ultimate hell. Maybe not the ultimate, but they're pretty high up there. Like top 10 hell punishments, dentists. The dollhouse, let me take a look. In this humiliating punishment, the damned are shrunk down to the size of dolls and turned into the playthings of nasty little demon children. So, normal children. The dollhouses come in many varieties, but most popular is the Malibu Scream House, and that's Malibu with a boo. 2 O's. I think the GOG version has these, like, kind of upscale, because they look really good, except for, like, the bottom. Like this, the base is different from the rest of it. Was it always like that and I never noticed? Alright, what's up? More balance. Your home is your castle. Whole neighborhood. Some parts of heaven, diligent souls are given weekend off. Forever. During the eternal downtime, souls can finally finish all the work they wanted to put into their houses. New coats of paint, the additions to the garden, the basement rumpus room. Now they finally have all the time they need to turn their house into a home. Oh, that's really nice. Lord knows, everyone has that feeling. That's a feeling I never knew you've even had. Well, it gets pointed out. I don't know if you need to actually connect these or not, but I figure it does not hurt. Honk. Suck up some more rocks. Siphons.
In hell, a number of punishments aren't at their worst. Because there's a siphon that isn't connected to enough demonic structures.
Consider your hell siphoned. Saw pennies. Yep, sorry guys, I don't know what to do about roads. This already looks, like, really annoying. I don't know how to make it any more inefficient. What's this? The laundromat. It changed to purple passion pulsing plasma pods. I could say that 5 times fast. Demons aren't immune to the fickle whims of fashion, as evidenced by the grotesquely retro purple passion pulsing. Okay, I can't say it 5 times as fast, so sue me. Let me try that again. The grotesquely retro purple passion pulsing plasma pods that litter Hell's landscape by the tragically discarded idealism of the 60s. As punishments go, they're actually pretty harsh. Lustful souls are transformed into a soft, waxy substance and are dumped into a watery container with thousands of their lusty, paraffin-enhanced ilk. There we go. As the heat of their passions overtakes them, an infernally hot lamp at the bottom of the container slowly and excruciatingly melts the waxy souls into blobs of multicolored goo. It tries to top the container until they've cooled to their jets, then they sink to the bottom and the whole process starts all over again. That sucks. Anything else? No, just roads and diversity. I mean, it looks pretty diverse to me. Let me speed it up. That's not how you speed it up. Hounds of Hell. Am I losing money? What's going on? Okay. How do I gain money? Actually, let me look it up. Alright, income generated by souls entering for the first time. There's one for every soul not in interaction. So basically, this game is not that easy. Don't expect to earn a profit for a while. Alright, 2, 6, 6, 7. Nice trips, but not in my favor. I'm still losing lots of money. There you go. That's filling up. So all these relate to the different religions. I don't know all of them, but I can kind of guess based on how it works. So like, or 4A is always an afterlife after all. That means people believe no matter what happens when you die, you'll go to an afterlife. Then it's subdivided into what there is. Haha is hell always, or heaven always, hell always. So you go through one, like I think you go through hell first, and you get all your sins purged, and then you go to heaven. Whereas ho ho is hell or heaven only. You only go to whichever one you're predominantly predisposed to. Oprah and Okra, I'm not too sure. Alf and Ralph, not too sure. Suma and Susa, I'm not too sure. I know one of them relates to reincarnation, where you believe that either you reincarnate and go back to Earth, or you don't. Like I said, it's complex, but not really. It's just, you know, the entire religion of mankind condensed into 4 different axes, alongside an Venn diagram of always or no afterlife. And I'm still losing pennies, damn. Nope, I got the roads fixed.
Field auditors in hell have concluded that several of your punishments are considerably misaligned.
And we all know how painful that can be.
Yes, well, if
Hey,
you
were
can
my
spare the
punishments
time, you might
misaligned?
want to track down these structures and readjust their workforce alignments.
Alright. So there's a way of doing this where, let me see, is it this? Balance. Yeah. There's a way of, oh, that sucks. Birds having just fly around and poop on stuff. They suck. Like that thing. So there's a way where you randomly go around and you mess with structures like this. with permanent and temporary capacity of souls. It's a pain. I just do this. Redo it automatically. And it costs a lot. Nasty. Too sure what to do about... Oh yeah, that's... that goo. Is that goo? Or is that just clouds? This is clouds. Oh, that goo though. Yeah, the... He pooped all over my gate. I'm glad I don't have my car parked out here, because that thing would have taken all the brunt. Perfect playgrounds. Simplest rewards for peaceful souls is an eternity spent in it. The universe's coolest playground. The slides are miles high, the swings go all the way around, and the merry-go-rounds go really, really fast. Valentine Town. Okay, so maybe an entire town where everyone is continuously celebrating Valentine's Day may sound too cutesy for words, but in heaven, it's a concept that works. Really? Trust me on this. Oh. The only non-sleazy singles bar in creation. Frankly, I can't imagine what a non-sleazy singles bar would be. Like, but I gotta figure that they've got it figured out in heaven. I said that really weird, but I said it. Anything new? More utopias. Alright. 2335. Can I upgrade it? Yeah, I could. It costs a lot. There goes my pennies. What the heck is this thing? Telepathy Towers. The pitiful souls trapped in telepathy towers have been cursed with the most vile of gifts. The ability to read minds. Fortunately, it's a gift that they can't turn off. They're constantly aware of what every other soul is thinking, even when they sleep. The never-ending cacophony drives most souls to sheer insanity, which makes the mental clamor only worse. Oof. I have no idea how to deal with that. Alright. And he's in souls. Oh. Demons, roads. Alright, give him irrigation. Oh yeah, I think one of these is like you either go through all sins and punishments, or you go through whichever is the most for you. Gee, yeah, I'd have to make heads or tails of that, and that will take quite a while. Or I could just look it up. Looking up could work too. Well, they finally cleaned up. No, they haven't. Still looks awful. There it is. Let's turn that off. I don't think I need more demons or angels. Let's speed this up. Oh my god. Oh, that's not demons and angels. Alright, let's give us another try. Just another try. I think I wind up training too many demons and angels is the problem. I did it again. I can't see very well. Just like that. Wow, hell is looking kind of divided.
Welcome.
They make it go all over the place first. Okay. Well, it's all the way over there. And go. Am I in Crystal City yet? Nope. Okay. That's again. So I'm not build so many. If that'll help. Put Lust way out here. Somewhere. Wrath by the Sea of Fire. That sounds pretty good. Alright, let's try this again. Village Charity. Temperance. Diligence. Capacity. Or peaceful. And humility. What am I missing? Aside from more siphons, I guess. Could make more of the training centers, but I don't think I need them. Well, hell wants training centers. Slow her down. So I don't get overwhelmed with them. There. It'll probably let me know if I need more demons or angels. Alright. Pottery. A lot of lust and war going on. That's how you make money, right? I think I may have stumbled onto something really profound there. Irrigation. Damn, there's a lot of money. It's the land of milk and honey. No, fishing holes. Fishing holes like this one have always been a haven for peaceful souls. Some come to these peaceful waters and meditate. Others sit on the porch of their cabins that look like an O. I've got something that might fix this. Give me a second. Others sit on the porch of their cabins and knit socks. Still others skip stones. Some even do a little fly fishing when they feel things are getting a little too serene. I know I can almost hear the crickets now. There we go. I use these to drive, so they're not actually great for reading. The Deus Ex Diner. Oh yeah, they... Never mind. I'm better at reading without my glasses, actually. All of Heaven's restaurants are gastronomically spectacular, but few manage to capture the simple charm of the Deus Ex Diner chain. In these humble-looking eateries, which can hold thousands of patrons but never appear crowded, temperate souls can order any dish they want, socialize with old friends, make goofy noises with the straws, and generally hang out for all eternity. Under very bad vibes. Yeah, I don't know what's causing vibes or not. Normally these things cause vibes, but I think certain punishments or rewards do? Hard to tell. seventh heaven stretch. In heaven, no one is picked last, and everyone eventually gets a game-winning hit, touchdown, basket, goal, or strike. That's very nice. Ow. What's this dirigible? Perfect spot cosmic back rub. For a long time, folks have suspected that everyone has a perfect spot somewhere on their bodies. According to this theory, if you find that perfect spot and apply the right kind of pressure to it, your mind will leap out of your body and you'll briefly become one with the multiverse. All of this is true. Unfortunately, the perfect spot is a moving target, dependent on your mood, the alignment of the stars, what you have for breakfast, and a host of other trivial factors. So many variables in play, it's almost impossible for mortals to give a back rub that pushes the dial past relaxing or gratifying. Of course, in heaven, things are a little different. The angels, who man and woman, the perfect spot cosmic back rub tables, were equipped with magical goggles that allow them to read the chakras of chaste souls like an open children's book. With this knowledge, they can easily find a soul's perfect spot and send their minds blissfully hurtling into the cosmos. Then they can do it again, and again, and again. Sometimes, if the soul asks nicely, the angels will let the soul wear the goggles for a while. That's amazing. This game would make a believer out of me just because of all the rewards in heaven. Like, this sounds nice. This sounds like, why would I believe anything else? But then you gotta think, like, you know, hell's kind of bad. The Hell Octoplex 666. Remember that scene in A Clockwork Orange where Malcolm McDowell was being forced to watch a seemingly never-ending series of violent and pointless movies? This is infinitely worse, and the popcorn sucks. And so basically, the Hell Octoplex is nothing but Pauly Shore movies. Does he even still make movies or act in them? Quote unquote act? Bet your Afterlife. In heaven, game shows are cerebral fun and played for fantabulous prizes that are given away to charity. In hell, games or shows are lame, insane, degrading, rigged, disturbingly preoccupied with entry wounds. And no one ever wins the big prize, a get out of the hell free card. What's my graph going? Still bad. Still having a lot of angels and demons. Even though I turned off the training center. I think it's just from people that stay around forever. But then, like, how am I supposed to make money? Look at that. Minus 500. Damn. My pennies have gone up. From Soul's End, at least. Irrigation's starting to spread a bit. Ooh, this soundtrack is very good. What's this cake? Happy birthday! It's a sad fact of life that most of us don't get our fair allotment of 5-star over-the-top, utterly decadent birthday parties. In heaven, this inequity is rectified in the happy birthday zones where, as you've probably guessed, it's always someone's birthday and everyone's invited. Or what's this cat post? It's a cat's life. Cats choose, unlike their doggy brethren, who can be programmed like robots. Cats make up their own minds, whether they want to chase a ball, purr, or scratch your sofa. Cat's life is an ideal reward for a lifetime of diligence. Souls can choose whether to be pampered, milk-fed kitties who live high off the hog, or to run away, living the tough-as-nails afterlife. First paradise. I mean, the tough-as-nails afterlife of a stray. All in all, though, it's cool to be a cat. What's this? Evan's Complaint Department. Oh, this one's a good one. Heaven is not perfect. Not yours, anyway. It's perfectly reasonable to expect souls to have an occasional complaint about the nature of their eternal reward, which is why Heaven has set up these complaint departments and staffed them with peaceful souls. Only peaceful souls are able to cheerfully listen to the souls complain about Heaven. Fortunately, it's a pretty slow-paced job. In some parts of heaven, these offices can go for weeks without a complaint, leaving the peaceful blessed a lot of free time to chat around the water cooler or play computer games over the network. Right? I love it. Oh, what's this thing? Dates from hell? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, dates from hell? Yeah, I've had a few of those. Well, not to put too fine a point on it, but no, you haven't. The worst date you've ever had is a night of incomparable bliss compared to these, the genuine dates from hell. Capiche? Say no more. Bingo Splittery Kutuwa? What the hell? Bingo Slipper Tukwa is sort of like bingo, except that 1. There's 15 columns. 2. There's 23 billion numbers. 3. The only way to mark your cards with bodily fluids. 4. There isn't a board that keeps track of what's been called, and if you mess up, they'll cut off a limb. But the prizes are really neat, and sometimes they give away a get out of hell free card. Sometimes the prizes are pretty neat. Awful, but as far as things go, could be worse. Oh yeah, well, that one. The zoo. They say it's all happening at the zoo. They're talking about being caged, tormented, teased, fed raw bait, and forced to mate with strangers to perpetuate endangered species. Then yes, I do believe it's true. Yikes. Well, that is hell. Oh, what is this thing? Bob's all you must eat. Jesus Christ, that face. At these buffet-style restaurants, patrons are encouraged by cattle prod-wielding demons, no less, to go back for seconds, and thirds, and thousandths, and millions. It'd be amazed how much you can cram into a body before it expires. Yikes. Pennies in are going up a little bit more, but man, why do I have so many angels and demons? Like, why am I losing so much money? I've never gotten through this game without just losing ass loads of money, pardon the French, but it's just the first thought. And not like one handful, I'm talking about both handfuls, like entire cheeks of money just falling out of my hands. Oh, this game has a really neat thing, so everyone who comes in here, I can view souls. Find any. Like that. It randomly generates them. And they're all extremely horrifying to look at. And it comes up with their own biography, but it never makes sense. Born in Brownsville, where she worked as a secretary for the past 15 years, even though everyone's in irrigation levels of technology, is Trendelukatu, one of the Afterlife's strangest souls. One day will have you the temperament of a swarm of locusts on a hot summer day. Trendelukatu discovered bowling, a passion that would shape the rest of her life. She was 24 years old at the time. As her interest in bowling grew, Trendelukatu stopped spending 13 hours a day counting her shekels and began being content with only one Wimpos 95. Abruptly one day, she even started never renting naughty movies. Liver is not just for supper anymore, Klaatu recalls. What about this? Yikes. Wanted. Name. Pluk. Yeah, so-and-so. Alright. Wanted for not washing his lawnmower. Releasing parasailing. Considered extremely dangerous for starting fights in theaters. If you see this despicable soul, do not approach. Contact your nearest divine administrator immediately. Well, why is he here? Oh yeah, it's also neat, like, when you add up all the acronyms, it makes their religion. So, ho-ho Ralph Sousaism. Inner child plagued by coveting his neighbor's shoe seeks balancing outer soul, troubled by looking at oneself in the mirror 9 hours a day. For get together impossible romance. Must hate mud wrestling and putting on makeup while driving. Adhering vigorously to Puritan work ethic is definitely a plus. Not really a catch yourself. Also, none of these are people. I'm pretty sure in the game they're called EMBOs, which is also an acronym for ethically mature biological organism, which means they're able to make choices regarding good or bad, good or evil, you know. They're not just animals. Too much.
You've taken one of those census thingies and decided that you've got way more reward structures than you need.
I do?
And that it's costing you a whole lot of pennies.
Does this mean that the demiurge should, blow up some of heaven?
Well, yeah, if he's got half a brain.
I've got a whole brain. I will gladly blow up heaven. I'm blowing up. Bang. Yeah. Eat shit, heaven. Still too much. I think this thing. Like this area. There we go. Losses.
Nerf toggles, boss. Heaven's soul
Nerf
losses
toggles.
are getting a little bit out of control. Maybe you'd better take a few minutes to zone for some new reward structures.
Will do. Oh, it's still too much. Entopias. Like, I'm making more pennies in with souls, but I'm still losing lots of money. Like, this is going up, but this stuff's going up exponentially almost. It's kind of flattened out, but still. Like, hundreds more for souls in. What the heck is this thing? The Illuminati land? One of a handful of phony heavens that dot the landscape of hell, Illuminati land is one of the most nefarious. It seems just like heaven to the incarcerated, but after a while they begin to suspect that things just aren't right. They begin to notice conspiracies operating just out of the corners of their eyes, and shadows lurking where none were present before. When the damned try to tell their friends about the big lie, they're initially receptive, then are mysteriously co-opted by the mysterious men in black. Eventually, the damned collapse into gibbering paranoia, spouting theories so insane that even Oliver Stone would dismiss them as too wacky. I don't know who Oliver Stone is, I'll be honest. The Age of Aquarium? Simple surprise punishments requires little or no demonic upkeep. The damned are given to set up functional gills and dumped in a giant aquarium where their every move is ogled by amused demons. That's not bad. Aside from probably being fed fish flakes and stuff. That'd suck. And people tapping on the glass. What are these ballet shoes? Hoofer's Heavens. Every soul in the Hoofer's Heaven has been given the gift of dance, not just like the usual varieties of dancing like ballet, tap, and so forth, but dancing as communication. Souls have such fine control over their bodies that they no longer speak except to dance. That almost sounds hellish, but I mean, dancing's fun. I'd rather dance all day than be put in an aquarium. Happy Harvest Farm. Food rarely tastes as good as when you've grown it yourself. The temperate blessed take advantage of this factoid every day at the Happy Harvest Farms, where pesticides are never used or needed. Bobby's Zo's Drive-Ins. Unlike most drive-in movie theaters, the Bobby's Zo Drive-Ins only show good movies. Wow. Someone had a bad experience. Real good movies. How good? It's so good that the chaste souls in the cars will often stop fogging the windows for up to 15 minutes at a time. I get it. Dude. Take a look at that later. Boating. You're boating over here. We should be able to, like, scroll this. Maybe I can't. I'm pretty sure you can scroll it, I just don't know how. Can I move this? Oh, I can. I just like having it over there anyways, so it doesn't matter too much. I can't tell what this building is supposed to be. It looks like a dirigible and then like balloons off a lamp. Alright, I'll upgrade its Topia, jeez. I think some graphical glitch is happening which causes those clouds to go up. It looks different. Yeah, it should look like this. Let's go a bit faster. Balance
Hell
losses.
seems to be losing a trifling, nearly insignificant number of souls. While this isn't busting your budget, it'd probably be wise to attend to the problem before it escalates. Check the graph view to find out which punishments are overflowing and zone accordingly.
I can probably just look and see. Where is it? Avaricious, so. Just make more avaricious stuff. How hard is that? Balance vibes. Something is giving good vibes in hell for some reason. Only costs 100,000. I know that. Oops. I need to upgrade them then. I am making more, but dang, it's just always losing money. Yeah. This is one of those games that there's such a disparity between making money. I can't even figure out how you're supposed to not just crash and burn financially. Maybe that's why you don't see go out that much. You get so bankrupt, he's like, oh, I'm out. The world can fend for itself. Oh, what's this? Grave consequences. The slothful damned who lived their lives as though already dead. The punishment is twofold. First, the damned are compelled to dig their own graves with a spoon through rock-hard tundra. Years later, when they finally dug a deep enough hole, they're buried alive and remain fully aware as worms and bugs slowly eat their innards for all eternity. Thanks. Those are cool boats. Councils of Greed. Oh, carousels. Ooh, that's hot text. Can I get some paragraphs? The averse damned, condemned to spend eternity in these monstrous...
Well, your spiffiness. Hell's population has reached 50,000 souls.
50,000?
Truthfully, this is a laughably simple milestone to reach. But the powers that be have decided to reward you with this ugliness engine. Anyway, try not to break it.
I'll try, but I don't make promises. I break a lot of things. What do I say? Say, let's live off. Let believe that their freedom lies in the collection of brass rings that dangle tantalizing out of reach under the circumference of the ride. Unfortunately, these capricious carousels differ from the run-of-the-mill variety in several important ways. First of all, the ride is spinning at about 200 kilometers per hour, and is given to sudden bone-shattering stoppages. Secondly, even if he still does manage to get his fingers on the brass ring, they're covered with acid. Thirdly, and this is the most important part, the animals on these merry-go-rounds are real carnivorous and not at all happy about having a pole stuck up their backs.
Wow, boss, you've managed to get 50,000 souls into heaven. To mark the occasion, the mysterious powers that be have left a Vista Enhancement Doohickey at your doorstep. Isn't that nice of them?
I wonder who voiced these characters. Let me take a look at... Where is it? Gotta find the vibes. Okay. I know where to put it. Hell? Right around here. Ugliness engine. And now... there's around here too. There we go. Eternafest? Wow. It's like Oktoberfest, but it goes on forever. Hence the name Eternafest. Oh, and there's none of that silly Bavarian music either. Oh, that's a shotgun of a shot. The eternal afternoon. Kids are forever being described as lazy just because they don't want to take out the garbage. Have you ever taken a good look at how kids spend their summer afternoons? They build tree houses, they bake mud pies, they concoct elaborate schemes to turn their scooters into flying machines. Clearly, kids aren't lazy. They just don't have the same set of priorities as adults. In heaven, diligent souls get the chance to finally finish all those magical, complicated projects they dreamt up during those fleeting summer childhood afternoons. You're only called home for dinner once the forts are built, the pies are baked, and the scooter is soaring over the valley. It's like living in an eternal Ed, Edd and Eddy cartoon. Whoever came up with all these rewards and punishments did a really good job. A lot of them are really cool. Asteroid impacts. Oh yeah, that's in the real world. 4,000 new souls. Thank you. Palaces of True Love. Within the many hallways and secret passages of the Palace of True Love, a traveler soul can find its one true soulmate. What happens after that is really none of our business, is it? They're frolicking. I would love to frolic. It's been a while since I frolicked. What's this? Board games. Evan's closets are stacked 5 miles deep with the best board games ever created, providing endless hours of shameless fun for peaceful souls. Cool. What's this rabbit-looking TV? Incredibly lost episodes. Oh, rabbit like rabbit ears, I get it. In heaven, there are all new episodes of all your favorite television shows. Forever. No one's quite sure how this got to be a reward for charitable souls, but who can second guess the powers that be? That sounds amazing. I'd kill for, like, new episodes of Deep Space Nine. Well, not literally kill, like, metaphorically. I don't want to ruin my chances of getting into the lost episodes Heaven reward. Seeing how Octoplex. Deadman's Curve. Pinhead Pizza. All the mouth-watering pizzas in this place are laced with sharp, pointy things that rip open the esophagi. I know how to pronounce that. Of the damned like an overripe tomato. Surfers of Hell. Where are they? Oh, it's probably in heaven. Oh, God. Oh, heaven's got the blues. My Blue Heaven. Is that the name of a song? Oh, heaven's a little under the weather right now. So nothing's coming in. Only money's coming out. Yeah, graphic style. It's a very interesting game. I've never figured out how to not lose money in this. I've even looked up how you're supposed to not lose money in this, and I still can't figure it out. I've mainly just been reading descriptions and admiring it. Still playing that song. That song is from the disaster that has frozen over heaven. But like, this game is very visually and aesthetically pleasing. Even the box art. I think the box art is one of the best looking box arts for a video game ever made. It's just a hard game to play. See how heaven, or how Earth is looking. Some more people. What is making that sound? The natural parking 7 has chased the blues away. Thank God. No one likes the blues. No one even remembers the blues. Now it's all about jazz. Anything new here? What's this? Fight the power. Every few weeks, the peaceful blessed gather at these monolithic structures to protest some policy that's been instituted by the powers that be. They chant cute little rhyming slogans. Hey, hey, ho, ho, these rusty halos have got to go. Sing quaint little folk songs, give stirring little speeches, and generally air their grievances in a benignly peaceful manner. In the real world, this trick almost never works. But this is heaven, where non-violent forms of persuasion always work. Within days, the angelic representatives of the PTB invariably see the error of their ways and reverse their odious new policy. So, right now, I actually have the second collection of books, and I'm at the part where Drizzt has fought Ertu and has banished him using his first magic sword, Icing Death. And I actually like it a lot more than the first book, because now it's not just a things happen book. It's not just, yeah, Drizzt spends so-and-so time in the Underdark, bad stuff happens to him, but we all know where it's going. Now it's like, an actual plot. And things are building up to each other. Like the halfling, what do you call it? The halfling used the trick to persuade the council members and unite, but the guy he used it on kind of figured something's amiss. So the next time he has to use it, especially since he keeps using it to get better in life, the next time he uses it, it backfires, and now everyone doesn't trust him because he calls him out on it. That's just one of the things, just like, wow, the plot's taking turns. Things are building off each other. But so far, I like it way more than the first book. I also think it's funny how, like, Drizzt is... he keeps messing himself up. Like, a lot of times he acts a bit too boastful and too sure of himself, and he just gets wrecked for it. It's like that image that's a joke of someone walking and hitting themselves in the face by stepping on a rake. And another person is riding a rake, does a kickflip down a flight of stairs, and lands on the rake they're riding on and hits himself. That's Drizzt. Every time. What's this? Press conference in heaven. Everyone wants to hear what the humble have to say. Frozen vibes. Hell Octoplex still there. Maybe this will help. I doubt it. Toot toot. What is doing that? I've never had this happen before either, but for some reason, it's either, yeah, it's like shrinking the image they use for the structures. Like, you see this is normal size, but then this is shrunken really badly, because it should be stretched out over this. That's a new one on me. I've played this game off and on, and I've never seen this happen. Oh. I'll probably play this game until I run out of money, or close to it, because I've done all I can to figure out how to do this. The souls are going up, but everything else has gone up too. And it's never been close to being able to balance out my budget. Heaven has the blue skin. There goes more money. Who knew managing hell and heaven would be so hard? The collective. In hell, communism doesn't work. And only in hell. Yeah, in hell. Not sure if I said heaven or not. Guess not in this video. It's cool for what it does. It's just really hard to understand how you're supposed to play this game. I've seen some of them play it or talk about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's easy. It's not like SimCity. You just build stuff." But like, I've never figured out how to balance a budget in this game. It's really hands off. I've even looked it up, and people were like, "Yeah, I don't know how to balance it either. I don't know how to get money in this game." Everyone says that. I can look it up right now too. It's actually really smart on a lot of things it does. Like, there's this entire other section of the game which is you influence what's going on in Earth with technology and their sins and virtues and what they believe in. Like, this breaks down how people view religion. And religion is kind of like a graph with 4 different quadrants. Or 4 different aspects, I guess. Let me wait for it to get rid of the blues, because this is annoying. There we go. Speaking of it. So you can change this, and it changes from other things. But like, which 99%, 97% believe in, means they believe there's always an afterlife after all. So 90% of the people on the planet will always go to heaven or hell. And from there on, it changes. Like what I just said, there's ha-ha and ho-ho. Ha-ha is heaven and hell always, which means you always go through hell and then into heaven. And then ho-ho, which means you go into heaven or hell only, based on what you're predominantly into, or have lived your life accordingly. And it breaks down to other stuff too, like whether you're reincarnated, or you just stay in the afterlife forever. And things like technology changes the Earth. There's actually a way to lose this game where if the technology gets too high, and if people are too wrathful, they'll initiate a thermonuclear war, which will cause everyone to die, which will have your heaven and hell get flooded with people, but the planet will have 0 population, and the game's over. There's no more people on the planet. It's an interesting thing, too. And I don't know what the sliders do for this, except for 2. And that is, if you influence people to be more lustful, you'll get more people, which is good, because people are your money when they come in. And if you make them more wrathful, there will be more war, and they'll die, you'll get more people. So it does a lot of cool things. Oh, this is how I rotate it, okay. I think there's one other really weird way that you can get a game over, but it's been a while. What are these 2 mountains doing in the middle of the ocean? Yep, that's heaven and hell always. It also randomly generates the Earth, and it randomly generates people. There's no reason to do this that I have ever found out, but you can look at randomly generated people. They look like that. And they also look like that. And that. And that. And it comes up with this random biography. They're always different, but they never make sense. Called the Scourge of Baghdad for taking credit for other people's work. The Klaklaklakanurk's worst deed was brawling over someone's house. No house? Now you must fight the bear, he says. Friends and neighbors remember Talakakalakaruk for cutting back on avocados between meals. I'll never forget his adhering vigorously to the Puritan worth ethic, his father said. Believes in haha Ralph Sussism. So that's a combination of all the different beliefs, like, rolled into one. Extra, one of Afterlife's newest souls is Kalakatraklata. She joins us from Madrid, where she worked as an athlete for 6 years. New demon, recent leg strikes. Good. What is your religion? Yes. They're also not called people, they're called embos, which is ethically mature biological organism, which means they can make decisions regarding good or evil. And they're not just, you know, animals doing whatever. Yeah, I don't know all the different acronyms, but they all have a different purpose that relates to real-world religion stuff, which is really cool. I just wish it was a better building game. I wish this game had a sequel, too.
While you've still got the cash, I'd suggest building a bank or two. With a bank, you can get a loan, and loans can be very helpful.
Wormwood is right, but I build my banks in heaven. Our lending terms are much nicer.
I think that's actually a thing. Like, they have different lending terms based on if you build one in heaven or hell. But I'm not building a bank. That sounds incredibly evil. What's this? Coffee shops of the word? These crowded little bistros offer contented souls the chance to express their long buried poetic natures to an always appreciative audience of angels. When the cherubs snap their fingers, you can almost touch infinity, man. A final piece convention? Those collectors' conventions have the same old stuff for the same high prices I've seen 100 times before. At the final piece conventions, which are held in sumptuous and economically priced hotels, though a charitable soul can always find that last card, comic, doll, or trinket that will make his collection complete. And he'll always be able to get it for a reasonable price. Nice. You want to be in a picture. In heaven, portraits of humble souls are hanging all over the place. Yep. What's this? The Roboto? For lustful souls? Let's say, for the moment, that you're a lustful soul addicted to the pleasures of the flesh. Imagine that, when you die, your soul was trapped within the clunky, mute, deaf body of a robot. There you'd be confined, sensualist, trapped in a tin can, sensory deprivation tank with legs. Now fathom the maddening horror of being stuck in a city full of these robots, all of them unable to touch, feel, or affect each other in any way. Nasty, isn't it? Yeah. I guess it is. Some of them have little, images, too. To show what it's like there. Jerky City, the mildest of punishments forever. Salty touches them with a grotesque lesson about greed. Demons in these cities have rigged it, don't ask me how, so that everything a soul touches turns into processed meats. It's sort of a Midas touch gone horribly, horribly wrong. The most valued items in the cities are those that no one has touched, but the greedy natures of the damned eventually get the better of them, so nothing stays de-meated for very long. All in all, it's a pretty pathetic sight, and with the constant oppressive heat, these places stink to high heaven, too. That's a very creative punishment. I've got the Midas touch. The post office game. Neither rain nor snow nor divine intervention will stay the wrathful damned from getting their just deserts in these monuments to white-hot rage. One group of the damned is forced by demonic supervisors to sort through hell's mail, which is, you might imagine, is poorly addressed, smells funny, and very often explodes at an inhuman pace. So, working at Amazon. The rest of the damned are fated to stand in a never-moving line, laden with important, heavy, leaking packages. Every time someone gets close to the front line, all the windows close for lunch. Needless to say, convenient rifle racks have been placed on both sides of the counter. The blues again, I don't want to listen to this. There we go. I'm tired of hearing that. Not so divine comedy clubs. Good news is, there's no cover charge to hear the worst stand-up comedians of all creation. The bad news is, there's an infinite drink minimum, and the demon boundaries won't let you leave until you've finished. Sounds pretty bad. Not the worst, but pretty bad. Switchback Mountains. Oh yeah, that's where you go back and forth in a line. Another man choose. Important life lesson 546. Be careful what you wish for. The image shows souls imprisoned. Oof. These little slices of hell spent their discontented lives muttering, "Man, I'd love to be in his shoes." Never realizing that demons were listening to their petty whinings. Now they spend eternity, literally imprisoned in another man's smelly, unsanitary footwear. It's messed up. Imagine genies, but they're demons. They take your wishes literally. The shock market. The sounds most definitely associated with the shock market towers of hell are the constant gentle tipperings of the ticker tape, punctuated every few sounds by the screaming splat of another dam broker hurling himself from the railless balconies of the 58th floor. Of course, the damned don't die when they hit bottom, they just hurt a lot. Then they can start all over, greedily trying to amass a fortune so they can buy their way out of hell. Naturally, that trick never works. Just like the real stock market. Shoot, torture sounds like something from DeviantArt. No. No, don't make me think that there's someone out there who exclusively draws people living inside giant, oversized shoes. Or that they get shrunk down and put inside shoes. It's like the toilet paper person all over again. But less bad. Somehow less bad than that. The toilet paper Wonder Bread. They need more blue. What else? Looking good. Heaven's got losses just because it's frozen over. Oh. I'm waiting for the blues to get over just so I can put the sound back on. Put the sound effects though. Does it stop actually like whoop? Freezing. Spreading a bit. But I'm still losing lots of money. Oh geez, it just keeps going up too. So this has gone up from like 20 to 30, now it's at 60. But the demons have gone from 500 to 900, and roads are even more. How are you supposed to make money in this game? One of the things I've heard is like, you can just concentrate on heaven or hell and just not build the other at first. That still doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You're not really building a better heaven or hell. You know, I like this game, but I'm surprised it has a positive rating on Steam because this game is really hard. Look at the discussions. Heaven's still frozen over. Wait, there's a way to get more money. I can't do it. There we go. It was wrong. It wasn't L, it was one or exclamation. But it says you can't do this 5 times, because if you do it 5 times, the Death Star will attack. And I believe that. Oh, here's the thing. Belief in Afterlife. Alright, where are the other ones? Because I know haha or ho-ho. Okra believe that only cloud realms await. Okra. Only cloud realms await. So they believe in heaven but not hell. Meanwhile, Oprah is only pit realms await. Only hell. Suma versus Susa. Suma is what is it? Souls undergo multiple afterlives. Okay. That means they will be rewarded or punished for all their sins or virtues. Meanwhile, Susa's is souls undergo singular afterlives. Punished or rewarded for only one of them. Elf is afterlife lasts forever, never reincarnated. Ralph is reincarnation always loops fate. I like how they're able to make like very similar acronyms and also have it make sense in terms of what it's saying. I'm going to hell for that one. You're gonna have to think about both of these nuts, whether or not you want to make it into heaven or hell. Trust me, these hell punishments are not to be laughed at. You'll be in that. You'll be here. You'll be in the fucking Not So Divine Comedy Club for making all these Bofa jokes. You're gonna have to listen to people steal them and make them even worse. What else? Maybe the training centers. Maybe I need to actually turn them on. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm getting commuting angels and demons. There. I'll try that. That's the only thing I can think of right now. I would like to know how to play this game. Let me look up some other stuff. If you have too many angels or demons and not enough like place for them to work, they could launch an attack on heaven or hell. Wow. And that could cause the entire afterlife to be destroyed. Alright, that's another one the game over is. Losing the game. Yep. Violent demiurges occurs when there are a lot of unemployed workers who begin to stage rage on the opposite realm. Revenge should begin with an all-out war between heaven and hell, at which point recovery is impossible. Four surface of the apocalypse. Yep, if you stay in debt too long, you get this four surface of the apocalypse. Nuclear apocalypse can occur on the planet, wiping out whole population and essentially ending the game. Only if they receive their technology and a wrathful civilization. Extinction, a rare occurrence, but can be more easily attained through the use of money. So if a player raises the tech level of the planet to its maximum at the beginning of the game, Embo expansion will not occur unless an asteroid event wipes out the existing population. There's an empty street, souls stop coming after life and the game is over. Okay. Oh. Music back on.
If you wish to continue trimming your payroll budget, I'd suggest building a new demonic training center or upgrading an old one. If, on the other hand...
Oh, I'm good. I already did that. Hidden City looks cool. Hell needs more topias. Done. Get that technology up. Invented philosophy. Cool. I don't know what that does for him. Job, the comedy of justice. 2/3 the novel's serious world hopping story, and last was the author memes all over the Afterlife. Tuh. Sounds like something Terry Pratchett would make. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I finished reading the second book made by... forget his name. But it's the second book made by the author who made Kings of the Wild, and it follows like kind of like a sequel of it. It's very good too. I've said it before, but if you haven't read it, look for Kings of the Wild. That is easily my favorite book ever written. It's so damn good. I can't talk about how good it is enough. Only that I can't spoil it because it's that good. It's a pretty thick book too. It's not just that the book is good, it's that the author is a good writer. He's able to write things that are extremely funny for a book. Like, it's weird to say it, because it doesn't happen a lot. But it's a book where I can laugh out loud at what happens in Empire Seeks Expansion. That's cool. This is one of those games where something bad happens, people are like, oh yeah, that's more money. And he can write it in a way that you can... he's got the timing down. It's timed kind of like how in shows and movies, you don't need timing in terms of like a script. Because it happens. You can visually see it happen. You can visually time it. But he's able to write it in such a way that it's like you're watching it and not just reading about things happening. Like, things are read in a way where it's timed for maximum, not impact. It's timed in how it should be timed. Like, he's able to make things that would only work on the screen play out in your head, as in, like, real time, and process it that way. And it has very good characters, too. It's the roughest in the very beginning because it's about one character, but as it progresses and as more characters are added, it's very, very fun. Because you start out with a very, like, everyman, and he's kind of gruff, and he's kind of like, not an optimist or a pessimist. He just kind of has a grim view, and he kind of like, it feels a bit better than everyone else just because he's been through a lot more than people. He's very rough. But once it starts adding more characters, you get their perspective, and because everyone's like already like really good friends, they start playing off each other very well. I think the book, it picks up the most just before you get to Moog. Like, when it gets to Moog, that's when the book is in full swing. But after Conthus, like midway through Conthus, when they get there, that's when the book picks up. So that's kind of the only warning, is like the very first couple chapters, not that great. They're not bad, it's just a lot of, you know, seeing the book through one man's perspective and being kind of like very dour about the whole thing. Alright, I think those training centers are lowering the pennies out, but it's still way, way above operating costs. Oh, I was supposed to go when I ran out of money, but I decided I didn't want to run out of money. Let me up the tempo. Just see what happens. There you go. More asteroid. Alright. Calm down. Roads and roads!
Well, the bad news is heaven is losing souls. The good news is you've got enough reward structures, but your roads aren't connected well enough. Remember, the only way a soul can walk from one place to another is on a road.
Thank you.
You know, some of heaven's blessed souls have complained about how long they had to walk to get to their final reward.
Look at this.
My heart positively bleeds for them.
Thank you, Jasper. Let's see how more efficient I can make this place. Get some generic rewards up. Gross miscarriages of justice. Demons get a real kick out of subjecting the damned to an endless series of pointless, vicious, media-saturated kangaroo courts. We're not sure where they got the inspiration. But if the sin fits, you must submit. Good catchphrase. Islands of Yip Dogs. These are the least efficient punishments in all of hell. The damned are shipped off to deserted islands. Their only companions, a litter of indestructible, unsilenceable Yip Dogs. Oh my god. So like Chihuahuas. I can't stand barking dogs or yipping dogs. Complaints departments. Typically proud souls don't believe they belong in hell. For these deluded fools, hell has built these complaint departments where they can file their grievances. Unfortunately, everything must be filed in triplicate with blood samples and notes from your mother, and so on and so forth, a never-ending cycle of humiliating bureaucracy. I love the phrase humiliating bureaucracy. It's so descriptive in such 2 words. That laundromat's not that interesting. Oh, this is one of the few that I remember actually has a an icon graphic to it. The lust freezers. Those who allowed the heat of their physical passions to rule over their hearts and heads are here condemned to spend eternity in a giant freezer with only their guilty thoughts to keep them warm. See what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like that. Oh, they need more wrath. I'll put them here. Good enough. Well, that's really evened out the pennies out for demons and angels. That's good. Oh, minus 666 for hell. Nice. We got it just in time. Event navigation. Cool. Haven't still got the blues? No. Alright. Slurp. Go. I like that. So, it took me a while to realize this when I was a kid, but these portals in hell and heaven are connected. Because this is the upper and the lower plane, and this right here is in between them. So you've got the earth, which is between them. But then this is where they actually are. So when you build, like, these things, these karma movers to get people reincarnated, it's here, but it goes up there. And that's where it actually is, and, you know, sending them back to Earth. Same with here. Where is it? It's like right here. There. So like it's right below and it's going into there. That's just a really neat looking effect. And, you know, attention to detail. Let it run a little bit more. What's happening? Oh. Plague strikes. Yeah, the training thing has at least lowered out how much I'm spending for demons and angels, but man, still losing a lot of money. So at least I learned something more. What's this? Camp Contentment. For some, heaven is nothing more than eternal summer camp by a beautiful lake. Or are we to quibble with such a choice? The incomparable band, and heaven marching bands don't suck, and everyone gets to play a real keen solo. Some big horn. Blueberry Hills. I'm not quite sure what this is, but thousands of chaste souls have reported finding their thrill on these quiet little hills. I get it. A good neighbor. In heaven, the grass is always greener on your side of the fence, and even though your neighbor is happy, you don't envy him. I'm gonna look at hell one more time, then I'm gonna take a break, because it's almost been 2 hours of playing this game. And playing is a very loose word to describe what you do with this. Nothing new. Maybe this. Spy Springs, the Ethel Dam, and these tiny hamlets are given secret orders upon entering, which seems kind of fun at first. Then it occurs to them that everyone else is a spy too, and that no one can be trusted. Eventually, everyone wanders the streets with a paranoid, furtive look in their eyes, afraid to say anything lest they blow their cover. Cool. Nobody Bergs. Oh, this is a long one. Alright. Sometimes the demons of hell expend a wee bit too much effort in their pursuit of a meaningful punishment. Take, for example, the Baroque torments of the Nobody Bergs. When the envious damned arrive in these odd little hamlets, they're fitted with special design, ultra expensive, totally unremovable envy ray goggles, which work something like this. Step 1. Goggled Soul spot number 1 spots Goggled Soul number 2. So Goggled Soul number 1 becomes envious of Soul number 2 because Soul number 2 doesn't have nearly as many disfiguring scars as Soul number 1. Step 2. Soul number 1's envy ray goggles detects Soul number 1's envious thoughts and emit powerful green envy rays from its eye sockets towards the helpless Soul number 2. Step 3. Soul number 2's envy ray goggles, having similarly oh my god. Alright, let me keep going. To detect Soul number 1's envious thoughts, perform an electrical mind swap between Soul number 1 and Soul number 2. Soul number 1's mind arrives in Soul number 2's body. Soul number 1 is happy to find that it suddenly has fewer disfiguring scars than it used to. Soul number 5, the powerful green envy rays catch up to Soul number 2's body, hideously disfiguring it. Soul number 1, now trapped in an even more twisted and painful body than before, mentally kicks himself in the butt. You know, myself not do that again until Soul number 3 comes along. As these bizarre talents fill up, they become little more than grody piles of mangled screaming flesh, punctured every couple seconds by a nasty zap sound. Alright. I saw words, but basically it's someone who is physically scarred sees someone who is not. It swips their bodies, but then it causes their scars to catch up with them and add it onto the other body. And it keeps repeating over and over and over again. For everyone. Damn. Let me end this on a good note. That's fucked up. Heavens. The perfect evening. Whether it's a night on the town with a blind date or a quiet evening in a romantic bistro with your significant other, the angels who work in the perfect evening zones have conspired to make sure that nothing goes wrong. Ever. That's pleasant. What's this? Party Town. Party towns like Mardi Gras, New Year's Eve, and the 4th of July and Carnival all rolled into one. Every noon there's a parade, every evening there's fireworks, and every night there's dancing in the streets, and since it's 7, no one wakes up the next day feeling like hell. Bacchanalia. Forget Animal House. Heaven knows how to throw a real toga party, and it doesn't take place in a decrepit old frat house. Dig? Oh wow. Real Bacchanalia. That's cool. Alright. Almost 2 hours. Well, I learned a little bit more about this game, but, oh, yeah, it's gone to 391. I'm still losing lots of money. Anyways, see you later. Nice one-off game to reminisce on and just look at. It's a very, like, rest your eyes kind of game. When natural disasters aren't coming out, it's just a game that's pleasant to look at. Kind of like makes you relax just looking at it. See you later.